GRuy Lopez opening, Morphy defense, Breyer, Zaitsev hybrid variation, 11.nbd2bb712.bc2 re813.nf1bf814.ng3g615.a4. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the end game. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. The GRuy Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. a6 forces the bishop must choose between exchanging and withdrawing. ba4 safely retreats the bishop while keeping pressure on the knight. nf6 attacks the undefended e4 pawn and develops the knight at the same time. Castling gets the king out of the center and prepares to develop the rook to e1. b7 develops the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle. 1 rupee centralizes the rook and protects the e4 pawn. b5 gains space on the queen side and forces the bishop to the b3 square. bb3 is forced, but the bishop is well placed because it attacks the f7 square. d6 defends the e5 pawn and allows the light squared bishop to develop. c3 prepares the d2-d4 pawn break and clears the c2 square for the light squared bishop. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. h3 prevents black from developing the light squared bishop to g4, which would pin the knight and make it hard for white to play d4. nb8 retreats the knight in order to relocate it to d7. Black plans to fianchetto the light squared bishop on b7 and doesn't want the knight to block it on c6. d4 attacks the e5 pawn, controls the center and opens the diagonal for the dark squared bishop to develop. nbd7 develops the knight toward the center, defends the e5 pawn and keeps the a8h1 diagonal open for black's light squared bishop. What I would have advised is that it is ideal. This develops a bishop off its starting square, getting it into the action. It is best. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. re8 moves the rook to a central file and frees the f8 square for black's pieces. nf1 maneuvers the knight toward the king side and prepares to play either ne3 or ng3 while also opening the diagonal for the dark squared bishop. bf8 retreats the bishop to defend the king side and unblock the e-file. ng3 activates a knight and overprotects the e4 pawn. The dark squared bishop is getting ready to be fianchetto to g7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. By positioning the bishop on a potent diagonal, this fianchettos the bishop. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. It is the last book move. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. That's good. Recaptures. It is ideal. This hits in the middle and prevents the opponent from gaining ground. This poses the risk of producing a passed pawn. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. This reveals an attack that poses a threat to a rook. It is quite good. This is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. It is best. Backs off. That's good. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is quite good. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. It's alright. That's good. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. This permits the opponent to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is an inaccuracy. The moved pawn advances toward its objective. It is ideal. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. This allows the opponent to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is an inaccuracy. This passes up the chance of advance a passed pawn through promotion. It is incorrect. This prevents an assault on a pawn that may have been taken. It is ideal. This attacks a knight and gains a tempo when the knight retreats. That's good. By growing a queen from its beginning square, this activates the queen. It is quite good. This misses a chance to protect a pawn that was being attacked. It is incorrect. Backs off. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. This forks pieces by creating a simultaneous attack. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This moves away from the queen of checking. It's compelled. This is the only move that works. This is the start of the endgame and black is equal. It is best. It was a free pawn there. It is quite good. The pawn is now adequately defended. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This evades the check from the queen. It is best. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the endgame. This protects the attacked pawn. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the endgame.